you're feeling sad that you have ended up hurting, and when your intention was not so. Also, you are guilty of having to hurt and having to be lying. So measure this intensity of the feeling of hurt and guilt, whatever it is, on a scale of say 0 to 10. And wherever you place it, note it, and then do as I'm doing and say as I'm saying. Okay, just follow me. Using the tips of the first two fingers on the side of the karate chop point, I'll call this as karate chop point. Say. Now repeat what I'm going to say after me. Even though I'm feeling sad, also very guilty, still I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling terribly guilty, how I ended up hurting her with all the presumptions that I did to not hurt her. How I didn't know the truth. Sad. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I'm feeling really bad. Also confused as to how do I correct this mistake. How could I have done this? I can't forgive myself being a yoga sadhak to do such a thing. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I can't forgive myself. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Tap the beginning of eyebrow point using the first two tips of the first two fingers in the same rhythm. This sadness. Tap at the end of eyes. This guilt. Below the eyes. This confusion. Below the nose. This sadness. Chin groove. This guilt. Below the collarbone. This sadness. Below the armpits. This guilt. On the lower ribs in front. This sadness. Thumbnail. This guilt. Forefinger. This confusion. Middle finger. This sadness. Little finger. This guilt. Karate chop. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I choose to be free from this sadness and free from this guilt. And I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I choose to be completely free from this sadness and this guilt. And I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I choose to seek guidance from my higher self to protect myself against such sadness, such guilt, such lies, and such hinsa. And I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Tap the beginning of eyebrow point. Free from this sadness. Eye end point. Free from this guilt. Below the eyes. Find a way to solve this problem. below the nose. I am guided by my higher self. Chin group. Completely free from this sadness. Below the collarbone. Completely free from this guilt. Below the armpits. Be guided by my higher self. Find a solution to this problem. On the lower ribs in front. Free from this sadness. Free from this guilt. Guided by my higher self. I learn my lessons from this. Little finger. I take responsibility for my actions and the consequences and be guided by my higher self for the highest good of all. Karate chop. And I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Massage the tender spot on the shoulder as you take a deep breath in. Gently press and hold the point as you breathe out long from the mouth. See if the charge has shifted from whatever it was earlier. If it has increased, there must be some additional feeling or maybe the intensity that is just rising up to clean up something more that is more deep rooted. And if it is reducing, very well, tap again in either case to bring it to zero. In case something new comes up, do let me know. We can work on that. Thank you. All the best. Be free from this sadness, from this guilt, and be established in ahimsa and satya. All the best.